It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
We have to up our physicality, we have to up our intensity, and we have to up our anticipation on the weak side. As much as I would like to believe in my teammate guarding the ball, I have to anticipate what has to happen if they get beat. And I just felt like we were late on all those aspects tonight. You know, offensively, it wasn't our best night, and you still turn in 117 points. You know, our team is top half of the league offensively, and we're last defensively.
Last defensively, again, the Jazz blown out by the Blazers and blown out early. PK, I'm figuring you had time to get to bed early.
Oh, I did.
That thing was over. It started getting away late first quarter. It was over before halftime.
I had a sense of embarrassment watching that game.
That a team could be that horrific against a team as mediocre or below mediocre in Portland.
It felt like I was watching the Globetrotters and the Generals, and it was staged. Zero resistance defensively.
Yeah.
Just lob dunks constantly. I wanted to have a few laughs. I was waiting for somebody on the bench to take a bucket and pretend there was water in it. I mean,
that's old Globetrotter shtick right there.
I felt like I was watching the Generals.
Yeah.
And my wife is a former Washington General.
Washington High is nicknamed the Generals?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
In South Central L.A.?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're not built to win, and I know Kessler's not there. But
nonetheless, I know.
I mean, it was just zero resistance. I'm surprised Hardy was that calm. I think that he got caught on that thing a few weeks ago, which nobody has a problem with, and now he's trying to play nice guy in his post games.
Try not to blow up too often.
Yeah.
All right, that was terrible. I got to take several deep breaths before I go out there. The thing is, it just happens so often. I mean, I'd have to go back and count it up, but I want to say they're at about a dozen games where they've given up 130 points. And there's no reason for that. I mean, you just can't be that bad. And there have been plenty of 135s and 140s, and this could have been a 140, but it was over.
Well,
and
they backed off in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're way down the bench.
Not that I have any idea, because I was sleeping.
They did back off in the fourth quarter, though.
I mean, I went to bed.
It was 111. I remember looking at it thinking, 111. 11-1. What a great number to end the quarter on. And they gave up another 3, and they ended it on 114. So that means it was only a 23-point fourth quarter.
I'm just wondering if he's taking it easy because these guys just aren't good enough, and you can't expect somebody to do something who that person can't do it. I'm not going to shoot a 65 in golf. It's just not going to happen.
So there's no point in getting mad at you.
So don't beat myself up over it because I'm not going to do it. I'm not good enough. I wonder if there's something there.
There are nights you think the rebuild is going pretty well, and the nights you're thinking this rebuild's never going to end. I mean, they did just a couple weeks ago. These guys beat the Spurs. They beat the Pistons right in a row.
Right, I was thinking, oh my gosh, if they would have had Kessler all season, this could be a team that could at least compete probably very well for the play-in game. Now I'm thinking, this team sucks.
Yeah, no. I was watching that thing, and I mean, Kessler's making better, but he can't fix this. There's just wide open guys all over the court.
I know.
Jazz are off today. They play in Oklahoma City tomorrow. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
Kevin Durant savoring a win over the Phoenix Suns, saying he was happy to have some payback. Felt he was jettisoned, scapegoated in Phoenix. Bad feelings, bad vibes. And Houston beats Phoenix 197.
Yeah, I like these guys who do the play the victim and I'm this, I'm that. I mean, they got rid of multiple guys, and Phoenix has just played the night before.
Yep.
But if that's what it takes in another who gives a crap game in early January, great.
At no point did I expect the Phoenix Suns to beat the Thunder and Rockets on back-to-back nights, and they had just won on the late shot by Booker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Came pretty close to winning again, but sunk by a 19-point
The Suns are
fourth quarter.
still without their starting. They haven't had their starting lineup. Literally only one game. This Green that they got in the trade for Durant played and got hurt immediately. The Suns have been a decent story so far this year.
Always look for the worst teams in the league and see what they're doing, see how it impacts the Jazz potential lottery odds. Not that it necessarily will impact draft position. We have no idea. We'll get to that point. But the Charlotte Hornets win again. They blow out the Thunder 124-97. The Thunder just turned into a 500 team here after a brilliant start. See how long this continues. I expect they'll get on another roll, but not yet. And
The Thunder.
Charlotte blew them out in the second quarter and hammered them again in the third.
Well, if the Thunder, not the Thunder, if Charlotte ever had their guys, they have a chance to be at least mediocrely decent. And Knippel's been a very nice pickup.
He has. He has shot the ball really well. Man, that was win number 13 for them, so they've now passed the Jazz. The Jazz are on 12 wins.
If I look at their roster and I look at the Jazz roster, I think their roster's better.
They've been drafting so high for so long, it ought to be better.
Yeah.
Win number 13 for the Clippers also. They beat the Warriors 103-102. Kerr gets kicked out in the fourth quarter. They hit the free throw. And they end up winning the game by 1 point. 103-102.
What's his face? What's that guy's name? The sharpshooter dude? He fouled out.
What's his face? Steph Curry did foul out.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name. Couldn't remember his name. Kawhi Leonard was 0 for 8 from 3, but they won anyway. The two guys who carried him through the fourth quarter, John Collins and Chris Dunn, two former Jazz men, combining for 17 of their 27 points in the fourth and the last 9 in the game. Go figure.
What's funny, Kerr and Curry, just add the Y, and you got Kerr and Curry. And they were complaining about the refereeing and all. They shot 27 free throws, and the Clippers
shot 21.
And you're the visiting team? I would take that.
Yeah.
Zubac returned. He'd been out for a bit.
Good to have him back.
Yeah, he's a decent player.
So win number 13 for the Clippers, win number 13 for the Charlotte Hornets. The Jazz on 12. So the Jazz now, when it comes to the worst record in the league, there's 2 teams in the West worse than them, Sacramento and New Orleans, and 3 teams in the East, Pacers, Wizards, and Nets. So 6th worst record in the NBA as we sit here this morning.
6th worst record on Wedgwood Road?
6th worst record on Wedgwood Road. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college basketball.
Oh, the back in the day stories. Utah State and Colorado Springs to take on Air Force. I know you have memories, PK. Scotty G's got memories. He's been going there for about a decade now, calling games. And with the switch in leagues next year, Air Force will stay in the Mountain West, and Utah State will go to the newly reconstituted Pac-12, and Scotty's in Colorado Springs for the last time. So you guys will be able to do Remember When stories.
Yeah, and the good thing for him is he knows it. I did not know it, although I had a good idea. When I actually quit the Watchdog, I had a good idea it was coming.
Yeah.
But the Air Force Academy, they play in a building that same roof houses the hockey team, which is about 1 trillion times more important than basketball over there. They just have obvious limitation. And Joe Scott is still coaching, although he came back. He was there when I was there. And that they had basically a high school locker room, and that's where I had the opportunity. I was interviewing Jeff Johnson after a game once, and the showers were like, communal showers, and everybody gets the towel, wraps it around their waist. Not Majerus.
Over the shoulder. I've heard that story, and others like it. I'm fortunate. I have Majerus stories of my own, but I don't have anything along those lines.
You've never seen him completely nude?
Nope. And I have multiple players have told me about it. A guy who worked for ESPN, who also worked here locally, I think you know Todd. Todd told me he's got a story from the hotel, going to interview him in the hotel. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, the big man always was clothed around me. Lucky me.
During COVID,
Bill Marcroft told me stories. Woody told me stories. Yeah, there were stories.
I was in Vegas in COVID, and when you're driving in from Salt Lake, on the left is an adult gentleman's club, I think it's called Little Darlings, and everything was closed in Nevada. And on the marquee right there, now I've never been in the place, but on the marquee it said, "Sorry, we're fully clothed."
No, there it is.
Got a chuckle.
Sorry. somebody had fun with the sign. Well, the Aggies are off to a 3-0 start in conference. However, they've beaten the 0-3 Bulldogs, they've beaten the 0-3 Spartans, and they're about to play the 0-3 Falcons. So might temper your enthusiasm. They did beat Colorado State, and CSU's 1-2. So they're starting off with the bottom of the league here. But you got to take care of business.
I've seen it. Calhoun's name already being tossed around.
Again.
Yeah.
It was tossed around a year ago.
I would think Bob Hurley is a dead man walking in Tempe. They'll go to 0-2 tomorrow night here in Provo, and he just isn't getting it done. I don't think he's very good. So they probably are going to be looking for a replacement.
Now, would a good coach want to go there? Do they have the money to succeed in this era? That would seem to be the first question everybody asks, and all the coaches know. So-and-so's got NIL money. So-and-so has a little. So-and-so has a lot. So-and-so has none at all.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I would assume no. But.
Right, because they're trying to get it all to football, and the push is on there.
Yeah. Which is fine with me.
But he's winning, and if it's not one school, it's another. Somebody. I mean, they're going to They're going to come calling and knocking. He's doing too good a job. He's winning too much.
Yeah.
All eyes are going to turn towards him.
Right.
But that's been interesting. With Scotty had that take with the Utes and the Cougars as it became Kyle was hiring coaches. He's just like, relax. There's more good coaches out there, and he listed all the coaches. The number. I mean, it's like. I think it's 9 coaches in 10 years or something in football and basketball combined.
Yeah, but you never know.
No, and he's sitting there with a lot of confidence because they keep hitting.
Well,
especially in basketball.
Right now,
yeah,
we'll see.
But you can miss.
This will be a bigger test in the Pac-12. They won't have some of these completely, totally gimmies all the time.
BYU, that game is on the Sports Zone tonight, 6:30. Scotty on the call for the pregame at 6:30. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. The Aggies are 12-1 and 3-0 in league, and we're expecting 13-1 and 4-0 in league. BYU's 12-1, 1-0 in the Big 12. They moved up a spot. They are now number 9 after beating K-State. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
3 more openings. The Raiders let Pete Carroll go. The Cardinals let Jonathan Gannon go after 3 years. And Kevin Stefanski is out in Cleveland after 4 years. He was in the playoffs a couple times, and they gave him multiple bad quarterback situations. That, and honestly, I mean, with Carroll, you could say with his age, maybe he lost his fastball and all that, but the Raiders are a mess. You can go in there and fix that in 1 year?
Well, I don't know you can fix it in 1 year, but I mean,
that
really
was terrible.
Bombed.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between fixing it in 1 year. But that's basically what you sign up for. Stefanski was there for 6 years, not 4, but and he seems silly, but what do I know?
It does seem silly. Some of these moves. It's Pete Carroll had a couple of head coaching jobs where he lasted 1 year, and he had other jobs where he's lasting 14 years, 9 years, even 3 years. Yeah, and the 1 year jobs were with the Jets and the Raiders, perpetually tormented organizations.
It's just that, I mean, in the last 2 years, if you want to look at it, he is 8-26.
Yep. And maybe is losing his fastball in his 70s.
Not Carroll, Stefanski.
Yeah.
I don't know, in his 70s. It's age discrimination by you.
Well, no. I think he got fired because he went to a lousy organization.
Right, but you've mentioned it twice in his 70s.
I know.
So
and
he was in his 50s.
Because that is the predominant thing everyone's saying about
age discrimination.
I get it.
And I will not have it.
Stefanski gets another job right away because the whole league looks at him like, man, they gave him the Watson nightmare, and then they gave him 4 quarterbacks and 2 rookies. So he played the veterans because they were the best, and then they traded the veterans out from under him, and he had to play rookies who hadn't even been practicing.
Man, you said that all in one breath. That was impressive.
I think that the front office absolutely gave him an unplayable hand.
Well, how about the back office? Maybe they should move up to and switch spots then.
And that might be where the real problem is. And the side office might be clueless as well. Detroit Lions coach Matt Campbell, when asked, rated his coaching job as a freaking F after the team struggled amidst a 9-8 campaign, missing out on the NFL playoffs for the first time since 2022.
What? Say that again.
He gave him a freaking F.
That seems harsh, no?
It does. And I think actually watching the Lions struggle this year is part of the reason. I think in a crowded field where there have been a lot of turnaround stories, so the Coach of the Year award could go to Jacksonville, it could go to Denver, it could go to New England for sure. Vrabel in New England would be a decent winner. It could go to Seattle. But what about Chicago? Ben Johnson, he leaves Detroit, and they're like 6 games worse, and he goes to Chicago, and what are they? Like 6 games better. I have to go look at their record last year, but about 6 games better. I mean, he leaves one place. Ben Johnson might know his stuff.
And because I have to keep the honor of Walter Cronkite, it's Dan Campbell, not Matt Campbell.
Thank you.
Matt Campbell is the new Penn State coach.
Yes.
And Rocco Beck is the new Penn State quarterback. And 2/3 of Iowa State team is the new Penn State team.
Everybody's moving.
Which will lead right into what we got next.
All right, let's do it, Yuck.
Hashtag college football.
PK, would you like to talk about transfers in college football?
Yes, but
It's on the
first I
tip
want
of
to
your
talk
tongue.
about the FBS final.
With
That was-
Montana State, it's the championship subdivision. FBS is the bowl
Bowl.
subdivision.
Yeah, I never get that. I always say one double.
It should have been one double A. They should go back to that. It was much clearer. I know.
That game last night was as good a game as you're going to see.
Did you feel like that made the Steelers-Ravens game look like a calm little affair?
No, that was good too. But this had, no one was crying. The quarterback for Illinois State was literally sobbing out on the field when it looked like they had it.
Yep.
And then they get the kick blocked and they missed the PAT and OT.
Yep.
That game.
They were down 28-14, 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They had the field goal attempt to take the lead in regulation, and they had the PAT in overtime. And
Not that that's totally pure, but we know these guys aren't getting $5 million. And there's something.
not yet, anyway.
I would be shocked if that ever happened.
No, because if you're underclassmen, you could transfer and get paid somewhere.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't think they'd get the $5 million. Yeah.
And to see these guys just lay it out like that in an era in which we've got guys literally leaving all over. It's musical chairs. I mean, basically these quarterbacks in college now, they're swingers. I'm going to be with you today, and then I'm going to be with somebody else tomorrow. And then somebody. These guys have transferred. Sorsby, Levitt.
3 schools is no longer surprising. We used to giggle about 3 schools. He went to 3 schools.
That was usually a kid who had hype and didn't live up to it and was trying to salvage something, and usually it ends up being nothing. And now it's just commonplace. And then we had a kid from, what was it, committed to Nebraska, but now he's going to go to Kentucky.
Kenny Mitchell,
so 2
yes.
days ago he was committed to Kentucky or Nebraska. Now he's committed to Kentucky, and he went to Notre Dame. It's like, oh my goodness, this is so screwed up.
Bryce Underwood expected to stay at Michigan as the starting quarterback for Kyle Whittingham. So
I think that's excellent news for the Utes.
seems less likely that a quarterback would be willing to transfer to Michigan, right?
I wouldn't see why they would.
No playing time there. Underwood will be the guy.
Probably this year and next year because he's got to wait 3 years.
Same class as Bert Ficklin.
And he's just finished his regular first year freshman.
Yep.
It's not a redshirt freshman. So you never know what's going to happen. But I think that's good news for Whittingham, for what he's trying to establish, and good news for the Utes. But when it comes to Michigan, and I'm showing my true loyalties to the state of Michigan today.
Wearing Michigan State gear after wearing Michigan gear yesterday.
I hate Michigan.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're all about the green?
I'm a Michigan State guy. I always have been. It goes back to my relationship with Buck.
Buck?
Urban Magic
Urban
Johnson.
Magic Johnson. DJ PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Schmaltz, pass across. Dursey trying to pass it back. It comes to Kraus. Kraus, Schmaltz, back door, and they score! Sean Dursey wins it in overtime here at Madison Square Garden. 3-2 the final score, and Dursey taps it in after the setup from Kraus and Schmaltz.
Utah Mammoth. 4 points in 3 games in New York and New Jersey. They get out of the Big Apple. That's a pretty good trip right there. Dylan Gunther scores his 21st goal of the year to tie it up 1-1 in the second, but they are trailing. Gave up a couple of power plays. They were trailing 2-1 going to the third. Michael Carcone got the goal to tie it at 2, and then you hear Sean Dursey with the game winner in overtime, and they get out of there with another W. Nice. Good trip. 4 points in 3 road games. You'll take it. That's a pace that'll get you to the postseason right there.
Yeah, but I mean,
long way to go, tight race, but a good trip.
We're waiting.
Yep.
We're all a bunch of Morgan Scallies. We're waiting.
Yeah, right. They are tied for 9th in the West right now. They announced after the game they've traded Valimaki, defenseman who had been injured and was in the AHL. He was up last year for a little while, though. But he's been traded to Carolina for future considerations. They had injuries, needed defensemen, and they've got a lot of defensemen. We'll talk with Mike Folt about that.
Better than past considerations.
Past considerations. All right, DJ PK, that is what is trending. Brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Mike Folte, Utah Mammoth radio voice, joins us next. Austin Meek, Michigan writer for The Athletic at 9 o'clock. It's a Jazz Ticket Tuesday. We'll give away tickets at 8:30 and 9:30 right here on The Zone.